Hello and welcome. My name is Sheep Thief. Today I'll be coming at you with some Steel Division 2. Actually, this will be single player computer game gameplay playthrough. This is going to be fairly short. So as you guys may or may not know, we've been using this 26 guard Strelkovy a lot. I've mostly played with the 9th guard Cavalieri against AI, but these, according to multiple YouTube videos, are really bad. So I looked into what divisions are good before I started, and I figured out these ones are pretty good. There's some that are kind of broken. I think the Fallschirmjäger, whatever the hell that is, where are they? I don't think that's it. I think it's Fallschirmjäger. Maybe I don't have them. Well, there's some that are supposedly OP, and so I avoided that one and went for, like, not OP, but strong. 26 guard Strelkovy is one of them, and then another one is Gruppe Harteneck right here. And, so I think I'm just going to start from scratch, because I've learned some things since I sort of put this together and played the AI with it. So we're just going to start from scratch. Oh, okay. Okay, so starting with recon, I don't really like these. These things are memes to me. I could be wrong, but I think one thing that stood out to me about the recon for Group Harteneck is these things, Kosakin, which stood out to me because I like the Cossack Soviet division, but these are Axis Cossacks, supposedly. And I'm sort of tempted to take... Okay, so it's a 12-man squad with 9 Mosin Nagants and a DP-28, but with exceptional stealth and optics. Now, in Phase A, we could get 2 of them. How many cards do we have? We have 2 cards of it. But the issue with this is almost like an infantry squad. And I would not... and I don't... To me, recon is for, like, just vision. So these things seem more like just standard vision. Then there's this thing. So there are these Hungarian troops. Actually, you know what? For fun, we're gonna... okay, we'll put this here so it doesn't get rid of it. Save. Before we do this, we're gonna read the description of it, and maybe that'll give us some inspiration. Group Harteneck was a combat group built from scratch. Its hastily assembled troops were thrown against the advancing Soviet vanguard, with the survivors later reinforced with whatever was available. At the formation's core is the 4th Cavalry Brigade, a mounted infantry unit with an abundant supply of MP-44 assault rifles. I think that means they're decent in close range, I'm not quite sure. Supported by light tanks such as Lukes, Panzer II Lukes, and Panzer III, as well as Butte T-34s. Power... 1 second. Sorry about that. Panzer III as well as Butte T-34s. Powerful reinforcements appear later, including half a battalion of Tigers and tank destroyer battalion, the first ever Wehrmacht unit to be equipped with the Jagdpanzer 38 Hetzer. Not okay. I'm not gonna lie, Sheep Gang. A lot of this doesn't mean much to me because I can't keep all of these like names and numbers straight. But it seems like they're saying that they've got some close range modern automatic rifles, some light tanks, some heavy tanks, some anti-tanks, and then a lack of anti-aircraft, which we are used to because I'm terrible at anti-aircraft, I'm terrible at air, and I don't know if there's much I can do about it. So, let's just go back in there, edit. So, we've got these we have to choose. Okay, so I like these Kosaken, and I think I'm gonna take them in. Now, one thing I don't understand with veterancy is the accuracy that's getting increased here for each of the Mosin Nagants, because that would add up to a big difference, or is it for the collective Mosin Nagants? Or would it be any different? Not really sure, but let's just take these have a machine gun, but I don't think they'll ever be used for that. And then we've just got, okay, this is I think the what we'll use for just vision. I'm really used to having snipers because of the 26 guard Strelkovi. And so just spending 15 points for something that just sits there and watches things is a little strange to me. But having this whole thing sit there and not kill things is also very strange to me. That. I don't really know if I'm supposed to rush with this. What's this? A VK 9.01. It has 45 penetration, a sort of high rate of fire, and it's cheap. We can get a lot of them actually. And then what is this thing? This thing, which one has more? This thing you can get 20 of them, but it has basically no armor. How fast does it go? 65 miles an hour. 49. This thing's slower. And this is just a this doesn't have HE shells. This has HE shells. So if I think I was gonna do this, I'd do this. Let's do this for fun. Maybe we'll get rid of it later. Okay. Okay, now one of the reasons I like this is that it has a lot of the things I've gotten used to, which is trash conscripts. That I think are really strong. And they have carabiners, or however you say that, carabiner, which I think are more accurate at long range than the Mosin Nagants that the Chernos would have, so maybe they're even better. Okay, and we've got these Molotov cocktails. And I think, yeah, it's an anti-tank weapon. But, I don't know. DP-28. They've got a lot of weird infantry. So one thing I know that we will do is they have these Hasarak. And I think in B phase we'll take a decent amount of them with decent veterancy. Maybe even 6. I don't know if that's worth it. They have 16 people in them. They have a light machine gun. They have this thing, which has a fairly high caliber, and then some anti-tank grenades. So I think we'll take them. I think them mixed in with these will be strong. So in B phase, we'll take this. Then we've got these, which have multiple light machine guns, which kind of remind me of Strafniki. So we'll take, and I feel like those in A phase would be even better. But in B phase, I don't know. Maybe there are better ways of... Eight in A phase unvetted. Let's do it. But that makes me want to get a phase officer. So we'll do this. Then in B phase, now I'm sort of wondering, just in general, if I want to try doing, how many of these can we get in A phase? 6? I like the idea of a vanguard rush, but I like when I think about it, I don't know how exactly I'm gonna pull that off. Okay, so these seem like they'd be good in close range, somewhat close range. And these have anti-tank. So yeah, let's compare the Carabiner to these M&S. They have slower rate of fire, same range, less accuracy, less suppress, and less damage. So these Hussaroks are definitely strong. And then let's compare their light machine guns. Again, 8mm does more damage, more suppress, substantially more suppress, better accuracy, same range, better rate of fire. So these Hungarians are better, and they have more people and more guns, and they cost the same. So these Hungarians are super strong. Now the question is, does that mean we want more of them or vetted versions of them? Let's undo this. These were the ones we were thinking about taking in stage B. We can get 12 or 18 of them. Um, I think for these, because I don't know how veterancy works, if it's for each gun that's shooting, if it goes up that much, I think that's really good. If it's for just, if it works like a collective unit, then that's less good. So I think for these ones without the machine guns, or with only one machine gun, maybe this should be the other way around. These will be vetted. These will be unvetted, and we'll get tons of them. Look at that. I mean, 16 times 30 is a lot. And these will basically be for locking down sort of replacing where the airsats are and locking down points that we've captured. Now, we have the issue of what to do at close range. We have Stas Troop, and I've seen them before, but I don't know exactly how to use them. This says it's an anti-tank grenade, but it has that little flame symbol, which makes you think it's good in close quarters, but it says Assault Squad. I don't think these are flamethrower troops. Take them in A. Okay, these will be good in close range. So these have an anti-tank weapon, and these ones have... This is what we want for close range. You guys in phase B, yes. And then we have another one of them, and we're actually just going to get rid of you and instead take you in phase A. Jaeger Pioneer. These are engineers, which I thought are good at close quarters. Oh, it's because they have a grenade, basically, or whatever that is. A Gibraltar-Ladung. But then they have these... They have semi-automatic rifles. So that's a Jaeger Pioneer. And then Panzer Grenadiers are good at long range. But I'm not too crazy about them, TBH. I think we will definitely want some officers in phase B, because we only have 3 there. And so then is there anything else that's like... How many of these can we get? No. Maybe these would be better. Maybe some of these in phase B as well, or phase A. Yeah, wait, no, we need some normal range troops in phase A. That's what we're missing. So that will be Panzer Grenadiers, right? They have 2 light machine guns. They only come in A phase. And do we want 9 or 6 that are a little better? They're 30 points each, but 6 seems kind of small. This is our short range squad. This is our officer. This is our line holding. We have the airsats, so we'll take them a little better, and with them mixed in with the airsats should be strong. And then what's the difference between a Panzer Grenadier and a Grenadier DP? Oh, the Grenadier DPs have... Okay, but that can come whenever. I think we want the Panzer Grenadiers in phase... These seem to be... I can only get them in phase A. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Phase A. And if we need to, we'll do this for phase C. and that'll be okay. But let's hold off on that for now. Okay, so that's recon, or that's infantry, which is a big one. Now, T-34s in Phase A I think are strong. We'll do that. Stugs. Against the AI, Stugs mess me up, but I have played against a few people with Stugs in multiplayer now, and they have not stuck out to me that much. What has stuck out to me are Tigers. They are strong. How many can we get? We could get 1 Super Tiger in Phase A, or 3 Tigers in Phase A. Or 2 okay Tigers. I don't quite know what the Panzer Leader, what makes it better or worse, but let's do 1 veterancy for all Tigers. We'll do 4 in Phase B. That's like 130 times 4 would be 13 times 4 would be 26 times 2. That's 520 points. So yeah, that's enough. This is a leader, but it's not like special. It's just a leader, so we don't need that. And then Stugs. Maybe just some Stugs in Phase B, and then we'll do 2 Tigers in Phase, or maybe just 1 Super Tiger. One Super Tiger in Phase A. We'll leave that there. Now, they have these things, which I really like. We do not need them to be that high level. Yeah. And we don't need them to be on these motorcycles. They will be in... Ooh, what is all this stuff? What the fuck? An SDKFZ. I've heard of those before. And I think I've encountered them. Is this just like a... It basically just has a machine gun. What is this thing? A slow transport. Okay. No. We will have these on just the normal, not the motorcycles, but a Kubel, I think is like a Jeep for the Germans. Yeah. Then, these things, super cool. Tons of machine guns? Yeah, for sure. For sure, bro. And we want, if they could come on motorcycles, that would be cool, but they can't. Okay, that's fine. What is all our infantry coming in? Opel Blitz, Horsch, you could be not in that. Yeah, you could be in the half track maybe. I don't know how to use these. Like that maybe? Maybe with, because that way we'll be thinking about them. Come in these. Did that change that? No, it didn't change it at all. Okay. So we have to do this. You, in Phase A, come in a SDKFZ. Add to battle group. You, in Phase B, come in an FDKFZ. Good. Very good. Now, so that's right now, right? Boom. SDKFZ. SDKFZ. Okay, you should be... yeah, you need to be coming in as fast of a thing as possible. Ooh, a Horsch? Which one of these goes faster? A Horsch? 90? 80. So come in a Horsch. Horsch. Then in phase B, we'll take lots of these and beef them up just a little bit. Yeah. We could actually take some in A too. We could have tons of machine guns. What is this thing? Where's the Luke's tank they were talking about? Is that what this is? This is kind of cool. Six in B or 3 in A. I think this could make a lot of space for us in A phase. It has okay armor. A? What is this thing? High penetration, decent frontal armor. I like commanders. They have pulled through for me multiple times now. I don't quite know what to put them in. Maybe something that won't get clapped, but I don't know what that is. So I'm going to default to just something fast. A Kubel. We'll come back to this. These I think are bad because they actually make the Ersatztruppen stop doing what I like them to do, which is to retreat on their own. So I don't get those. Okay. Anti-tank. Kosaken. 5. Okay. Or 8. We'll do the 5. In phase A on BMWs. Yes, for sure. So 5 of those together is 25 points. And if they can PTRD something, like one thing, they have paid off. They also have smoke. I almost want to practice sending them forward and smoking and setting up a perfect trap. But it's a two-man. I think that's normal for PT. I've only in one game now messed with the Russian PTRD squads, but I don't think they can lay smoke. That's pretty cool. And also they aren't. This is 5 points. That's crazy. Okay, these things have insane penetration. And it's excessive penetration, but it's really good range. And we have 2 things of them, so maybe we'll do... Does that mean it's like maxed out? No. Well, what's this? Plus 13%. That puts us over 100%. Okay. Yeah, alright. Well, we'll do 1 in A and 1 in B. And then, I don't really like martyrs because they have no protection. They just die. But this costs twice as much. Oh, but it has insane penetration. Okay, so we want these. We'll have like 3. Okay. These things, I can't remember, an Su-85 is the Soviet equivalent of this, and they always fail me. So I'm going to avoid that. I'd rather have just these. And what's this? We need a anti-tank gun in phase A. It could be this. 75 millimeters. Okay. 6 is sort of an amount that I'm used to. I'll do that. I should probably get over my fear of using these anti-tank vehicles, but they just always fail me. I think I have to like research how to use them properly, or I don't know, something. Now, apparently this is one of the issues with this thing, with this division, is that it has no fucking AA. So like that costs 40. That costs 120. Is it even that good? 20 millimeter doesn't seem that strong. But I guess it has a high rate of fire. We could do this and this. Are these useful? Somehow I doubt they're useful. They have 10% accuracy. I'd rather just get my own fighters. Oh look, and we have Hungarian fighters, so that's kind of cool. 3 for 60 each. I think that's kind of cheap. With exceptional agility. Okay, we'll do that. Wait, and that was only in phase A, right? No, it wasn't. It can only be maxed. We'll do this in phase A, and since they have such good accuracy, maybe they can also serve the purpose of strafing. Are these just, what's the difference here? A little slower. And a little less resilient for these ones, but they're cheap, so we'll do it. BF 109 G6 is a heavy fighter. We'll take its resilience is bad. I don't see myself getting 8 fighters, so I'll take in phase B. This is only a little bit slower than this one. So I'll take this in phase, I'll take 4 of these in phase B. And then I like tank busters, and the beefier they are, the better. These are bombers, okay. 1,000 kilogram bombs. I like that. Super slow. I see no reason for them to be vetted. Yeah. Oh. This we could have in phase A. Is it excessive? It has really good resilience. We'll do it. What is our... Did we skip artillery? Oh my god. What was I thinking? Okay, so I kind of like this. We're missing a tank buster. So let's check our artillery. Artillery observers. Oh wait, I like this actually, because that could be our vision. So yeah, one of these, and it will be in. When would we really want that? When a lot of our tanks come out, but we have one of these we have a lot of tanks in phase A. So yes, in phase A, we will take 3 of these, and that will be our vision. And then in phase B, we can use these Kosakin as well. These, I don't know what the point of that is. No, yes. Phase B. Phase. So for 30 more points, you get a substantially bigger caliber, which ends up having a substantially bigger blast, substantially bigger damage. And we have 2 cards of this, so we'll do 1 in A phase. That's actually the perfect amount, 2. I do not see myself getting more than that in A phase. And then, what is this thing? Oh, a mobile mortar. But it costs so much. And the caliber is not that good. What's this thing? Artillery observer. Is that like off map? Yeah, it's off map. Okay. I haven't used that, and I don't quite understand it, so I'm not gonna do it. We'll just do this in B, and that should be enough. Okay, let's take a look at this save. Is there anything dangerously wrong with this? VK 9.01. So I think our starting, and then yeah, Maverick, we have like nothing in C, which is the same, which is how we've been playing, but seems a little questionable. So in A phase, we get out, we have 750 points, so we have this Panzer Grenadiers and Reitjägers supported by Ersatztruppen. These things, which I think are the Luke's tanks, pretty sure that's what that is. And we're sure we don't want this, right? It has no armor. It's slower. It doesn't have HE shells. Yeah, no, we're good. So we have these Luke's tanks come out. We have Ersatztruppen, which we're used to, and I like, supported by good infantry. We have a King Tiger that comes out along with a bunch of T-34s. Cheap machine guns all over the place. Cheap Panzer IIIs. Mortar support, these little tiny mortar supports. Oh, and they're even cheaper than the Soviet ones. Kosakin 50mm mortars. A big PTRD rush. A pretty big Panzerschreck. Some Panzerschrecks. I almost wonder, did we just make a Vanguard deck? I don't think so. I don't think so. Some okay anti-tank guns. Definitely not great. So like once the opening salvo's up, I feel like if they have some armor come in, we're going to be on the back foot and we're going to have to rely on our tanks to destroy them. which hopefully will work because we have this insane tank here, but I don't know, it's always a gamble. We have some scouts, some mortar support, a bomber, and fighters. Okay, okay. Then in phase B, everything else opens up, which means crazy infantry. Do we need a little more infantry than this? I don't think so, because presumably we'll still have some airsats trooping. Stugs and Tigers. Machine guns. This is a little lacking as well. Big anti-tank guns. Maybe these Panzer Shreks aren't necessary. Let's get rid of them. Yeah. No. That gives us 4 points. That's actually big. So we could do... What is this? It's an assault gun for 70. Meh. We could do actually another thing of Kosakin for infantry. And then have enough for either who cares about anti-air? It's a meme. I think more infantry is what we want. Probably in the form of these have no anti-tank, or these ones have anti-tank. This is close range, okay. This is like sort of mixed. I could see getting this. Whew, look at that. I think we're good on tanks. Maybe some of these stews. Don't need any more of that. Some cheap close range infantry. More Stugs. A stew. Let's go back. We've got 3 points. Let's think about this. We have nothing in sea phase. We don't need anything else in here. We should remember that these are, we've got 10 extra infantry in here. Good and decent infantry. Okay infantry. So maybe the extra infantry isn't what we need. Maybe it would be better to do another tank or we've got enough machine guns. I actually feel like our anti-tank is sort of wish I had more of that. Maybe our tank is what we're missing here. A tank leader. More Stoogs. Or Phase C infantry. Let's just do more Stoogs. I think if you get Stoogs built up, you start to win. The goal, I think, is to have them not moving around. They just don't have very good frontal armor. But I'd rather just have a Phase B, 2 Phase B Commander Tigers. Or 8 Stoogs. 8 times 80 would be 640 points. Versus 260. Do that. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Save. Okay, so now we are curious, very curious. Let's just take a look at how many points we're spending in Phase A. We've got a lot of tanks to get out, but a bunch of this can come out in the beginning. We also have these. The question is, do we go Vanguard? I kind of want to test this out on Vanguard. But then in the next phase, to get some of this out, we're gonna need, and like the commandant isn't gonna come out in A phase. So that's just another thing that will cost a bunch of money in Phase B that will take like a full minute to get out. I think we've got too much expensive Phase B stuff to justify Vanguard. I think Maverick is better. I think. And then in Phase B, yeah, we've got a bunch of good stuff coming out in Phase B. So I think Maverick is the way to go. These Hussars, I think, are going to be good. Wait, and are you still coming out in that? Yeah, this thing. Yeah, I've had multiple opponents use these against me, and I think they're pretty good. Yeah, so in Phase B, bombers, fighters to cover our ass because we have no anti-air, huge anti-tank guns. This is a little weak here. What else would it be? Stews? That's the thing. There's not much that it could be. This is the only thing. But I think for the same, how many would we get? 4. It's basically a Stug, right? What is a Stug? A Stug is better. Slightly less frontal armor. Whereas a Stew has slightly more frontal armor, but we get fewer of them, and it costs 10 less. Yeah, no, I'd rather just have Stugs. Okay. Save. Sheep Gang, thank you for watching. I will try this out pretty soon. Talk to you later.